Ladies and gentlemen, seekers of truth and knowledge, welcome to an experience that will take you on a captivating journey beyond our world. Today we have a special treat for you as we sit down with the renowned Andromedan contactee, Alex Collier. Prepare yourself for a rapid-fire question and answer session that delves into the depths of cosmic wisdom and unveils the mysteries of the universe. As always, please remember to like this video and share it with your friends and family. That way, it gets seen by more truth seekers. Also, remember Alex hosts a live webinar 3 times a month on a Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, so be sure to visit the link in the description for more information. But for now, here are today's rapid-fire questions and answers.
Why does evil persist? How do the A's deal with psychopathic criminals, the likes of which we have on Earth? Do miscreants tend not to appear in their society? Is there some ultimate cosmic purpose to all the BS? Is this a question not answered, except in much higher densities?
Okay, I cannot speak beyond fifth. But in fifth, the contrast of evil is so small, yet it does still exist. Now, the practice of dealing with what we would call psychopaths, those who are just committed to harming others, they are cared for in a way where they are put somewhere in a nature setting and they are completely isolated away from the rest of the population. That's how they're dealt with. They are isolated. If there's treatment to heal their soul, I'm not aware of it. But I am aware of the fact that they're just permanently isolated away from the rest of the population, citizenry, or that particular humanity. They're cared for in such a way as to treat them with compassion, and they're given what it is they need to survive. I do know the Pleiadians have a similar structure. Why does evil exist? Is it that they volunteer to experience contrast, and that in that volunteering they lose themselves? They lose their spiritual component and awareness to a degree that not only do they hate all life that can contain spirit, but they hate the source itself? Or is it just a role that they are in fact playing? I've asked these questions myself. And the fact that up until at least fifth density, there is this contrast tells me that they don't know either. I can't say for sixth because I've not ever spoken or experienced sixth density or spoken to someone in sixth, only fifth. So, and they have contrast in fifth to a much smaller degree than we do here. And it's even a smaller degree of contrast that exists on fourth. But nonetheless, it does exist in fifth. I do not have a definitive answer for you on this. I don't.
The James Webb Telescope has captured the beauty of the universe at last. At last we see the truth and not lies from NASA. Any thoughts, please?
No, no. I'm looking forward to more and more information being released from it. Um, Everything around us is alive. Everything. It's all living. It may not be life that we're accustomed to or that we've normalized in seeing here on Earth, but there's life everywhere that is abundant and is alive and is thriving and is moving towards higher ground. It's extraordinary to see things this way, to see life this way. There'll be some more remarkable revelations coming soon. There should be some pictures taken of the Earth by this telescope. And I can assure you that'll be a drop the mic moment.
Can you tell us something about planet Neptune, please? Is it a water planet? If there are mining facilities, what impact does this have on us?
Yes, there's water. Yes, there's life. Not like anything we have here. It's not entirely water. There are coastlines and land masses. There is third and fourth density life living on and in it. And how does it directly impact us on Earth? I'm not aware that it actually does, unless you're talking astrology. And my perspective on that is very different than a lot of other people. So I don't know that that would even qualify as to what it is you're looking for. The mining that is going on there is of a raw material that we don't presently use or even have a need for. What we will need in the future as far as raw materials has been brought here and is circling Jupiter and Saturn. I think it's 39 moons that have raw materials that we will need on our planet. Several of them have silver on them, which we will be needing to manufacture specific technologies, because most of the silver here on our planet is already out of the ground. That is not true of gold, but silver we're going to need. And there are moons that have been brought that are now in orbit of Jupiter that have those necessary things. Also, other types of materials which will be used to help clean the oceans of debris and nanoparticles and the such, as well as the air. They've been brought here for our use, which we will be mining ourselves. as those moons will be brought closer to the planet so that we can mine them and bring that material back to Earth. We truly do have a Star Trek future. We truly do. And we're the ones who are going to be doing this work so that not only our generation, but future generations that'll be doing this work will intimately have knowledge of the Earth herself, because they will be here to help themselves do the work of cleaning and becoming a responsible partner and steward of her going forward into the future, whether it's third into fourth and into fifth. You have to understand there is a physicality on each of these dimensional levels. There is a real dimensionality, a physicality to these dimensions. Okay, it's not just whispering winds and a cloud passes through each other and, hey, how you doing? Nice to see you. See you next time you circle. No, it is not like that at all. There is a real physicality to each physical dimension. It's just different than third.
I hear Germany plans to join the BRICS. Will that restore Russian oil to Germany? And is that the last straw in the fall of the cabal? Coming to a theater near you.
Well, that's a big piece. And yeah, they're probably going to join BRICS. And yes, that will that basically will destroy the NATO alliance completely, and the European Union, which was created nefariously in the first place. It was done behind everybody's back. They lied about what they were doing. They lied about the rules and regulations and how everybody was going to have a say. It was your typical deep state, global cabal, Rothschild, fuck you. It's typical. The death of the petrodollar will be the final straw. That will break the camel's back. That's going to be, that's going to put the United States in a very, very difficult spot. And because everything that's been done in our name that we knew nothing about, corporately, governmentally, and militarily, is going to come back to us. The truth of everything that was done. And we're going to be amazed, appalled, and disgusted at the things that were done in our name that we knew nothing about. And that is going to create hell on earth here for politicians, corrupt presidents, corrupt military, corrupt pharmaceutical companies. They're going to go through hell because we are going to be absolutely livid at their diabolical schemes and the shit that they pulled, not only overseas, but they pulled on us. They will not be able to walk down the street. So that will be our dark night of the soul when our money collapses because it's all been a lie. And even those in a coma will wake up with this when this revelation hits us. So the EU will collapse before the United States dollar does. The US dollar will not be far behind it. Or I should say the Federal Reserve note will collapse shortly thereafter. So it's going to be an interesting time. It really is. And we're all going to have to pull together as a country, as a citizenry, when we realize how we've all been screwed over. And it's all of us. It's all of us.
Once the show is over here and the beauty is on the way, what would be a good way to get involved in off-world assignments?
Archaeology, planetology, the creation of life, ecosystems, being exposed to other different types of ecosystems that surround us, not only, in our own solar system, but outside our solar system. There will be plenty of opportunities to share and to explore. There will be many races who will want to know and meet us as well. But we're all going to have to be brought up to speed first. But it'll probably be, I don't know if I'm talking to a young man or not. If you're a young man, it could be that your generation will have this opportunity, or your sons and daughters or grandsons and daughters will have this opportunity to explore, to find a science. With the healing modalities and things that'll be coming forward, you will be able to extend your lifetime, at least 100, maybe several hundred of years, which will give you the opportunity to do this exploration, to explore new worlds, to go boldly where no one has gone before, at least us. So, what interests you? What floats your boat? What are you passionate about? I mean, the fact that you asked the question means you're thinking about it, and I think that's outstanding. I think that's outstanding. We all should be doing that, is thinking about life beyond this moment. What comes after we get past this. That's good. That's really, really good.
That the Annunaki have an 11-strand DNA template and humanity has a 12-strand DNA template.
Okay, well, I'm not aware that the Anunnaki actually have an 11-strand DNA. I don't know where that originated from, quite frankly. It's my understanding that they have 6 strands. Some may be 7, but a majority have 6. So let's just operate from that moment. Why would we have a 12-strand? Because we're genetic royalty. We are a Heinz 57. We have manifested the ability to attract many different life forms to this planet that has chosen to not only merge with us and to bear offspring, but to genetically want to place their own ancestry in ours. Now, as far as the birthing of different races, that has to do with the remarkable women that we have on this planet. And ladies, you've had the shit kicked out of you. The male frequency has done all kinds of things to suppress the goddess. But There is no suppressing you any longer. It's just not going to happen. And when your light shines, the entire galaxy and galaxies will know it, because you're remarkable. You always have been, which is why you are a threat to the dark side, because you saw through this bullshit from the get-go. And in order for them to do what they wanted to do, they had to suppress you. They had to suppress the goddess. They had to suppress the woman, her intuition, her knowledge, her compassion, all of that you are. And we have not always had your back. Kills me to say it, but we have not always had your back. And I apologize for that. I apologize to all of you for us men not always having your back. But we didn't know. We didn't know. We didn't understand. We were being persecuted. And we were idiots. We were just idiots. I want to run away from this question. Can we go to another one, please?
Which ET being was associated with which group, like Thoth or Enki with the Israelites? Did anyone help the Babylonians, Assyrians, Muslims, other Christian sects? Did Thor help the Celts? Who helped the Hindus? Let us know. Big question.
Okay, well, that's a massive question. So let me just take a couple of those personalities. Thoth was Annunaki. He had great compassion for humanity. Enki, for the most part, put his own genetics into us to create humanity. He was also extremely favorable for humanity. Regarding the Israelites, that was Jehovah. Jehovah was a captain or a lieutenant, or whatever their rank is. He was hired and worked for Enlil. And he had a very specific mission to breed out specific genetic lines from that group. And he also, Jehovah, the Jahav, made sure that they worshipped only Enlil. And not Enki. So stories were created to disparage Enki as a dark, dark, dark entity. You know, the issue here is whoever wins the war rewrites history. And where did we learn that? We learned that from them. We learned all that shit from them. Where did we learn to war with each other? We learned it from them. Where did we learn to be racially prejudiced? We learned it from them. Where did we learn to be? We learned it from them. This has all been learned behavior from them. And that's where I'm going to end that question for now.
Can you tell us, if you can, what calendar we are meant to be working off in regards to events? I know times, dates are irrelevant, but I would like your input, please. This is from Joe Tomlin, working a new person. Again, welcome.
we really should be on the Vedic calendar. That's the oldest one. A lot of people think the Julian, a lot of people think the Hebrew calendar, but the Vedic is the oldest because that's the oldest intact civilization on the planet today. They can trace their ancestry and their lineage at least 25,000 years. So the Indian calendar would be the most appropriate. The oldest language on the planet, spoken language on the planet, is the Tamil language, though it's rarely used today. It is the oldest language on the planet.
I'm curious, says Tom, about how universal astrology may be in extraterrestrial civilizations. Our solar system seems to be uniquely designed to work so well astrologically, with each planet and zodiac sign having a specific energy frequency to influence us. How is it for the A's that you know, or other ETs?
Well, I can only speak for the A's. The management and charting of planets, solar systems, stars, debris fields, plasma fields, gravity waves was all done and is done to chart safely space travel, so that you know where all the pitfalls are, so that as you're flying at light speed or above light speed or beyond light speed, you don't run into a star or a planet or anything else and destroy your ships. That was the original intent of mapping. It is the A's perspective that astrology is a religion. That's their perspective. And that's where I'm ending it. The last few questions were very controversial, and I'm not interested in getting beat up for it. In other words, I'm over it, after all these years, I'm over it.
There you have it, fellow truth seekers. An enlightening and exhilarating rapid-fire question and answer session with the remarkable Alex Collier, sharing his profound encounters with the benevolent Andromedan extraterrestrial beings. As we continue our cosmic journey, let us embrace the wisdom of the Andromedans and carry their message of love, unity, and compassion with us. Together, we can create a world where humanity stands united, ready to embrace the wonders that await us in the vast expanse of the universe. If you found this rapid-fire question and answer session fascinating, hit that like button and share this video with your friends and family. Subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on more captivating content like this. Thank you for joining us on this incredible adventure. Until next time, may the stars guide you on your path of enlightenment and exploration. And remember to always seek knowledge and stay curious. If you want to get the latest information from Alex Collier, we host a live webinar 3 times a month on a Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. For more information and dates of upcoming live webinars, please visit alexcollier.org. Please click on one of the above videos to seek more of Alex Collier's knowledge.